I want to give a special shout out to all my patrons first. Thank you so much to my Bibliospren, Bibliohowlers, and my Bibliomancers. It means a lot to me that you give me your extra support for my passion and hobby. Hi everyone, Petrik here. In today's video, I'll be doing an unboxing, and also after that, I'll be doing a detailed flip through of this special edition, because today, well, it is the day of special delivery because, tada! This is a box from The Curious King. Yes, the publisher, the fine press publisher behind The Blade itself by Joe Abercrombie, and that book, The Blade itself, is still my favorite special editions of all time at the #1 spot. It is just that magnificently produced. And today we have here the second production from The Curious King, and it is the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. And yeah, without further ado, let's open this. I have been waiting for this ever since its announcement, and I hope it will be as beautiful as The Blade itself. And I have cut this open, so you don't have to wait long for me to cut it. So let's open this. This will be the first time I open this box. So it is nicely wrapped, as you can see here. And I assume, just like The Blade itself, behind this we have the book. Ta-da! I hope you can see how beautifully wrapped this is. Now, let's open it. Let's take it out from the box first. Ta-da! It is wrapped in a bubble wrap. And it arrived in this. Wow! This is a bookmark of the 5th season. And this is the back. Yeah, it is illustrated by John Anthony Di Giovanni, and this is the Amethyst edition, which is supposed to be the standard edition. And if The Blade itself is any indication, it will not look any standard at all, because the feels here, even the slipcase, it is very sturdy. And you can see this amethyst on the slipcase. It's beautiful. And just from here, I can already smell, yeah, it is a smell of luxury. So yeah, without further ado, let's open the book. Wow, so beautiful. It is so purple. Ta-da! This is the 5th season, The Curious King edition. The cover art and also the interior illustrations, all of them are illustrated by John Anthony Di Giovanni, an incredible artist in the fantasy and sci-fi landscape. And I think he is one of the best artists. In my opinion, even though I'm just seeing the cover art right now in person, well, I think John Anthony Di Giovanni is really the right artist for this one. And yeah, it's gorgeous. You can see here the 5th season. And also this is the logo of Curious King. Absolutely stunning, stunning edition. The 5th season is the first book in the Broken Earth trilogy. The Broken Earth trilogy is the only trilogy to ever won a Hugo Award for each book in the trilogy. It won the best novel, the 5th season, Obelisk Gate, and also The Stone Sky. All three of them won the best novel in the Hugo Award on, I think, each year. But yeah, this is beautiful, and I think now it is time to take a detailed flip through of this book, so you can see just how beautiful this is together with me. Alright, I have examined the book briefly, and you will want to see the amazing result of this production. Once again, I have permission from Curious King to showcase all the illustrations inside the 5th season standard or Amethyst edition. If you bought a copy of the 5th season from Curious King and you do not want to see the interior illustrations yet, make sure to check the timestamps in this video. Let's begin this limited edition review from the slipcase. As I said, the slipcase is sturdy and beautifully designed. It is covered in purple buckram cloth for extra durability, and there's a crystal stamp with gold foil on one side. The spaces inside the slipcase have been carefully calculated to ensure the book can slip in and out of the slipcase easily, while ensuring it is secure and well protected when the book is inside the slipcase. Let's peruse the book now. I'm still not over this Dustjacket illustration. I probably will never be over it. The depth and shading of the crystals, the characters, and the multitude of vivid purple. John Anthony Di Giovanni did a great job illustrating the artwork on the Dustjacket and interior illustrations. This Amethyst edition is the only edition with this Dustjacket artwork. There is no text on the front and back cover of the Dustjacket, which I'm a fan of, except for the small-sized title, author's name, series name, and Curious King's logo stamped in gold on the spine. Also, you cannot tell from the pictures or videos, but the quality of Curious King's Dustjacket is exemplary. They feel heavy, well-built, and high quality. Sometimes I do feel sad when a limited edition comes with a Dustjacket that feels like it's made out of thin paper. That is certainly not the case with Curious King production. From the smell and holding the Dustjacket as the first impressions, you can immediately tell you're holding a definitive fine press production. But before we get to the content, let's quickly take a look at the board first. There is beauty in simplicity. The design of the board is simple and beautiful. You are instantly greeted with the same amethyst printed on the slipcase, and you can see the gold and purple color on it. The board is quarter-bound in marble cloth by Freya Scott from Paper Waltz, and it is covered in cream paper. On the spine, you have the same placement of the book title, author's name, and Curious King logo. The binding, as expected, is Smithsoon binding. Now, the main event. Let's check out the content of this edition. Take a look at this exquisitely illustrated end paper. This is a picture of Skafa escorting young Damaya over here in Jimenez. Gorgeous front and back and paper art as an appetizer to the signature and front page. And here we have the signature page. As stated on this page, the standard edition is limited to 500 copies, and it is printed on Munken Rough Cream 120 GSM paper by Nomad Letterpress of Cheltenham, bound by Ludlow Bookbinders and signed by both N.K. Jemisin and John Anthony Di Giovanni. One of the nicest surprises about this page though, on top of it having a similar matching design with the character at the top just like the blade itself, is that Curious King took their time to ensure the number matches the owner's copy of the blade itself. This means 470 is now officially my number for Curious King Standard Edition books. It's so awesome. And moving on to the next page, we have the first fully colored illustration beside the front page. It's a stunning artwork that evokes the dark atmosphere of the book. And over here on the front page, because this edition is letterpress printing, you can feel the indent on the purple circle and text. Letterpress is more expensive than offset printing. I believe having letterpress production elevates the tactile quality of a book production, especially if you're a reader who touches the text while you are reading. And after the front page, copyright section, we have this brief and powerful dedication from the author for all those who have to fight for the respect that everyone else is given without question. Now you are here at the prologue. Every page is printed in two-tone, purple and black. And as I said, you can feel the indent of every text here. I will proceed to the interior illustrations now. None of the interior illustrations can be deemed as spoilers. But to avoid spoilers in mind, I will make a small comment but refrain from talking about the interior illustrations in detail. I will let John Anthony Di Giovanni's artwork and Curious King's art direction speak for their incredible quality. This is the second piece of art. Here we have Skafa collecting young Damaya. I have showcased this stunning illustration in one of my episodes of SFF Spotlight. This third artwork is a new one. The art piece hasn't been revealed online. A truly amazing illustration of Esun. Next, we have another unrevealed piece, and this is of Hoa and the Kirk Husha. The title of illustration number 5 is Alia. The red and blue contrast, the movements of the water, the flying birds, the cactus running away, and the scoop. When I saw this, I was convinced this would be my favorite art from this edition. Apparently, it is my second favorite illustrations from the entire book. And then we have Damaya and Binov at the pit. the enigmatic Scapha sailing to Fulcrum, and finally, here it is, the 8th and final interior art. I think this is an absolutely phenomenal painting. It's surreal. The emotion is palpable, the facial expression, the waters. This is my favorite piece in the entire book. And that's saying a lot. If I remember correctly, I believe N.K. Jemisin cried after seeing this artwork, and I am not surprised. This is hands down the best and the correct art to close this edition. Finally, we have the front end paper as the back end paper as well. So that's a wrap, a total of 1 illustrated end papers and 8 tip-tin color plates. That's 2 more additional compared to the blade itself. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but this 5th season edition managed to top the Curious King edition of the blade itself. I love the cover art and end paper of the blade itself more, and the book is thicker, but the interior illustrations, overall, this one wins. The versatility and scope of the paintings in chosen scenes are top-notch. And that's the end of today's video. I have nothing but praise for this edition. As we know, Curious King books are not cheap. They are expensive and meticulously produced for the biggest fans of each book or series who want an ultra-high quality production of their favorite books. From the binding, materials, illustrations, and slipcase, everything about this edition is of the highest caliber. And soon, I believe, Curious King will deliver their edition of Hyperion by Dan Simmons. That one has the potential to completely top over the blade itself and the 5th season. Not sure how, but I guess we'll find out. For now, this is utterly magnificent. Thank you so much to Anthony for sending me a copy of the 5th season Amethyst edition to be reviewed. Rest assured, I will not take this for granted. The blade itself, Curious King edition, has a special spot on my bookshelves, and the 5th season will join the rank. If you acquired a copy of this edition, let me know what you think about it. If you didn't, I hope you managed to get a sense of the quality and my excitement through this video. And yeah, that's it for me today. As always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the support. Bye-bye. Lastly, I want to say thank you so much once again to all my patrons who keep on supporting me.